There are two parts to my position, or to my life. Part of it is my research, which I love. And my research is in ancient imagery. I'm an iconographer. But it's simply the pleasure of being in the classroom and watching students grow that I find most exciting. I've had two careers. I was a school teacher for 10 years. I taught in high schools, in boarding schools. It was only after that that I decided to go back and get my Ph.D. I had done an undergraduate degree at Johns Hopkins and I had done a master's at Harvard. But then I went to Oxford to finish my work on archaeology and did my Ph.D. there. I worked in Oxford for a while at the Beasley Archive, directing that program. But I'm a teacher, and I wanted to get back into teaching rather than being an administrator or a researcher exclusively. I think what really attracted me in the first place was an understanding that this was a place that, first of all, believed that the humanities were important, and secondly, was really committed to teaching. And I think talking to Dr. Ping and also my colleagues in the classics department made it clear to me that this was not a mill turning out students, but rather was seriously committed to teaching. And we've continued to be that way, and that's what I love. My book, Art and Myth in Ancient Greece, covers the treatment of mythology in painting on pottery, in sculpture. So it's a look at mythology as is presented in ancient art. The thing that astounded me was when the Korean edition came out. And I thought, who in Korea really cares enough about Greek myth? And then I just received the Japanese edition. I think that's what the book is. It's in Japanese, so the pictures look the same. The CECIL HEMLEY Society is something we created to support Ohio University Press. And 4 years ago, when the press was threatened with extinction, I was the chair of the committee that wrote a report which convinced the provost to give the press 3 years. Sam Crowell and I created this society to try and get people in the community and people who are associated with the university to contribute. The main point is we strongly support the press and believe that Ohio University Press is a feather in the cap of this university. From the start, focus on teaching. The Ping Institute, together with the Conacher grant, have put together what we call a teaching academy, where we pair new teachers with prize-winning teachers. And our main purpose there is to increase the profile of teaching and remind people that this is why we're here. You know, 85% of our students are undergraduates, and our job is to teach these undergraduates. So my advice would be, don't ignore the teaching. This is where the real benefits are going to come for your own sense of fulfillment, I think. This to me is the most interesting part of the position, in fact, that I can do something for a student in classics perhaps that allows them to do something they couldn't have done otherwise. I think that's just a marvelous part of this position. It's the most exciting part, aside from the honor of having been named. Well, I'm tremendously honored. I was astounded when it came and deeply moved to have been chosen. It's an honor I didn't expect, and it's an honor that I value tremendously.